All right, we're back again for another playthrough of what do I call it? The Dan Brown series of video games. Just video games based on the books of Dan Brown, and more likely the movies. So this is the game called The Quest Begins. You can see it up top. It is I guess I can't say it's the first game based on the Da Vinci Code or even the first story-based game, because all of the Da Vinci Code games, and there were 5 of them, they all dropped basically within like a month or 2 of each other. So they were all just kind of jumbled in there at the same time. So I'm playing them in the order that makes, I guess, the most sense to me from a story perspective. Like previously to this, I would have played the Da Vinci Code Helix, which was kind of a prequel in the narrative and the plots. I'm that kind of person. I focus on plots and narratives and chronologies. But now we're playing The Quest Begins, which is the first game, which is a game that delves into the actual story of the Da Vinci Code, right? You kind of follow the events a little more closely. And it's the first of 2 games that are like this. So we're playing, I guess you might say the simpler version of that concept. Well, no, the other one. Well, anyway, we're playing the Da Vinci Code story, or most of it, as we'll get into later. This game doesn't actually have the whole story. It's a bit weird, but we're going to find out as we go. So yeah, this is a game for mobile devices of 2006. That means Java-based operating systems, flip phones. I don't know if some of y'all might not remember those, but yeah, that was what we had. We had to crawl with those so you could walk with iPhone or whatever. But yeah, this is so it's a mobile game. Obviously, I'm not playing it on a mobile device. I'm playing it in an emulator, K emulator specifically. If anyone's curious which program I'm using. We're going to use the keyboard to navigate what would have been phone controls of the time. Let's see here. We can poke around at some of this stuff about the game. This is a curiosity to me. This first line about Da Vinci Quest by Crusader. I don't know who Crusader is. That's the first line, and as far as I can tell, maybe Crusader is like the developer code name or something, their nickname. I have no idea. But there's that. There's some legal lines about who owns the movie. Columbia, aka Sony, owns the movie. Published by Blaze, of course. Developed by Sandcastle Studios. Oh yeah, look, there's no more credits. Oh wait, actually no, I think there are credits. We'll find them. But anyway, some details there. Let's go into the help section just to peruse. Here they give us some controls about how to get around, which I should remember. Actually, I'm gonna have to use these controls later, so that's fine. I actually have already played this game, of course. This is my second playthrough, but I wrote a walkthrough after that first playthrough. So right over here, I have the whole walkthrough that I wrote sitting off to the side, so I don't get stuck as much. Cryptex. This explains how to navigate the cryptex puzzle, which we'll get into later. Scoring, because every mobile game seems to have a scoring system. I guess it was the style at the time. All right, we do have actual credits. So yeah, Sandcastle Studios was the developer. Blaze is the publisher. No titles, so they're all just kind of lumped in the same groups. And I think that might be it. We want to leave sound and vibration on. Sound is weird because this, as you can tell, there's almost no sound in this game. But for some reason, we'll run into it. They decided there was one spot where they wanted sound, and it's pretty awful how they choose to implement their sound design. But I think that's it. Continue game, which is load a saved game. Vibration doesn't matter because I'm on an emulator that does not vibrate, I hope. But we're just going to start a brand new game. Let's go. I have a game in progress. I'm going to start a new one. Heck, yes I am. So yeah, level 1, the museum. The first objective, curator Jacques Zonnier has been murdered. Captain Fash has requested your assistance. Good luck. The Da Vinci Code is based on, it's based on a book, which is based on a movie. And the setup for all of them, all versions of this story, the setup is that this curator of the Louvre Museum has been murdered, and then Robert Langdon, the protagonist that we play as, has been called in. So here's a little text about the journal notes. This is where they're going to drop their hints. I should remember, press the 9 key to display the journal. I can do that. OK or 5 to close the journal. Directional pad moves the character. That's what I'm doing now, basically. Use OK or 5 to jump. 7 to switch characters. 9 for the journal. Again, 1 and 3. 1 and 3 to change inventory item. Star and pound. To access the main menu during gameplay. I don't think I'll have to do that, but we'll see. Okay. All right, here's a rando talking about the sins he committed today will please his master. He can now seek out the keystone. What? And then a milkman's telling us that the museum's closed and there's been a murder. Dun, dun, dun. Robert Langdon shows up. Captain Fash, who's the French fascist police who's trying to like pin this whole thing on Robert Langdon. Actually, no, this game lets you play as both Robert Langdon and Sophie Nouveau. And I think another one of the games based on Da Vinci Code does the same thing, where you're playing as both characters at different times. This game actually lets you switch between them at any time. So in practice, it just means you have double the number of lives because you have 2 characters. Because there is a whole, you can see there's a whole lives system in this game for some reason. All right, so we got to go find. Oh, there you go. You can see the movements. It's very, yeah. There it is. They're moving. But it's basically a click at a time. You can move around along this isometric grid. And now we can go up this way. There's Captain Fash looking like a judge, kind of. Sophie Nouveau has solved a code that her a spoiler. That's her grandfather. It's dead on the floor. She was called in because she's a cryptographer with the cops. But she's using that to kind of help sneak in and help Langdon. And Fash is like, keep an eye on this guy. And Sophie says, sure. But she has her own motives. Here we find a note next to Saunier's body. Some codes, some riddle. That'll come into play a little bit later. Here we can try to examine stuff, but guess what? You can't. It's very simplistic. I cannot talk to that guy either. Let's go. We can talk to this cop who says, go on in. What does this cop tell us? So he explains how to pick up items. It's very simple. You just walk up to it and you get it. So we have the black light. Let's pick up that red key. You found the red key. All right. I think that's it for this room. Unlike the later games based on Da Vinci Code, or at least the adventure games based on this, there's more investigation of like the environment. You're like looking into drawers. You're kind of investigating paintings and stuff to look for stuff, for clues. This game is very out in the open. You just find everything as you go. All right, let's go in here. Can we examine this painting? No, does not look like it. Oh, you know what? I think I forgot something. Hold on. Oh, no, I didn't. So you're looking for keys because the main barrier along the way is locked doors. But if you have the key equipped like I do right now, there you go. So here's Sophie explaining what's actually going on. They're trying to set up Robert as the culprit of the murder. In fact, Saunier, the dead guy, left a note that said, P.S. Find Robert Langdon. And Langdon is like, what? Why? And he doesn't even know him. And here Sophie drops the bomb that that's her grandfather. And she figured that Saunier wanted her to meet Langdon. And now here we're getting some information about the laser alarms that alert the guards. So yeah, the thing here, they're trying to teach you this jumping mechanic. In fact, I think this note's going to tell us what we need to know. Line up the characters parallel to the laser while facing it and press OK to jump over it. So, so when you're controlling the main character, the second character follows, and you can see they stay behind them. If you try to jump over barriers while they're behind you, they'll stumble into the obstacle. So in this case, it's the laser, which we want to avoid. So if we jump here, and we go one step and we move over, So the main thing here is just keeping the other character parallel, so when they jump at the same time. And that's it. So we'll run into that kind of barrier quite a few times. And I think that's all we're going to do. Here we go. Langdon figured out the clues. They're anagrams. The letters can be rearranged to Mona Lisa and Leonardo da Vinci. So they figured out the first clue, and now they have to go in and find the Mona Lisa somewhere in here. So we're going to... Oh, did you hear that? There goes that. There goes that sound I was warning you about. It's the worst sound effect I've ever heard in a video game. Oh, that was confusing. Okay, I didn't realize that laser was moving toward us because I was like, what? Jump. Okay, I guess there was no guard in the first room, but that kind of gives you an idea of what to expect anytime you run into one of those. All right, we got the green key, which I assume is going to open the next door. Can I examine anything else? Nah, that's it. All right, Sophie's saying we have to be careful. There may be guards. There will be. Be sure to keep out of the guards' field of view. Yeah, so just don't let them spot you, basically. Like right here, they're morons, so they're just going to face away. That sure looks like the Mona Lisa to me, but I guess not. All right, so now we're in the Mona Lisa room. It is guarded by both lasers and cameras, and we have to disable both to get any progress done. So pretty straightforward. We turned off one thing, and now we're going to walk over and turn off the other thing. And now we can go to the Mona Lisa, wherever it is. I thought it was one of these. Maybe... Oh, maybe not. Oh, wait, am I supposed to press the OK key? Doesn't seem like it. Say what? Uh-oh. What did I do? Oh, look at that. I thought I knew what I was doing, but maybe I don't. This makes no sense. Well, when in doubt, in this game anyway, when in doubt, leave the room and come back. Oh, you know what? I messed up. I think we're supposed to use the person with the black light to examine some clues. There it is. Which means, for me, I need to update that walkthrough, because I wrote down the wrong thing. Yeah, I sure did write down the wrong thing. Well, I'll get back to that later. So we got the first clue. So dark, the con of man. It's an anagram for Madonna of the Rocks. Another painting that's in the same room. So let's go down to that. There's a gold key hidden behind the painting. It has the mark of the Priory of Sion. Gold key. Priory of Sion is like a secret society, like a group of people who are keeping a secret, which we'll find out later. Hidden message that says it's an address. And Sophie's like, let's get the F out of here. And there you go. Took me 9 minutes. I got a score. And apparently the lower your score, the better it is. It's a very strange scoring system in this game. All right, we're in level 2. So using that gold key, we have to find out what her grandfather left her in the bank. A Swiss bank, meaning rich people, or a place for rich people to hide their money. It's the correct address. The key must be for a safe deposit box. And now we're going to show them this key we got. Let's see what they say. It's a private building, but hold up. We got a key. We have to use the gold key on the elevator, and it will take us to the right floor. The correct floor. And that's really it. It's going to take us straight up there. Here we're meeting the bank manager Vernet. He plays a big role in everyone we meet in these games. They play a role in the main story, but these video games tend to downplay their role a little bit. A little bit. Your item is in the room down the hall on the left. Use your gold key to unlock the desk. Thanks, pal. And that's it. This whole room got designed just so we could have that little conversation and move on. I think this door is... Oh, not locked. All right, so we're going this way. We're going to go up to this room. We're using the key, and we found a cryptex. Leonardo da Vinci invented these. Her grandfather used to make replicas. It contains a hidden message which is destroyed if opened incorrectly. I don't think they explain it here, but basically there's a vial of vinegar inside this cylinder, and there's a piece of papyrus paper wrapped around it. And if the vinegar gets loose onto the paper dissolves. So that's how they keep the secret. All right. Cryptex puzzle. Master of Arts and Sciences was born in this city in 1452. So that's something that pops up in every level. We're going to have a cryptex puzzle to solve. And that's the riddle for now. All right, we got the red key. Anything else in here? No, that's it. All right. Now Vernet's telling us the cops have showed up. We have to find the service elevator key and head to the basement. Outside the garage is a van you can escape in once you have the keys. And watch out for the camera. In case it wasn't clear before, that's what that red square is across the floors. It's the camera's field of view, I guess. Oh, I did not mean to exit. Oh. Bonus life. Yeah, so this room has quite a few goodies. You can see them all tucked away inside those little narrow corridors, which we'll get to one by one. Da Vinci never knew his father. He was raised by his mother, Caterina. So yeah, we'll find these documents that kind of explain a little bit of Leonardo da Vinci lore. I guess as clues. I think it's meant to be clues to solve the riddles, or just to give you more flavor text, I guess. All right, we got the stun gun. Let's get out of the way of the camera, please. Movement's really weird because, you have to press up to move at this slanted angle. It's really peculiar. Isometric controls. Go. We got the key. All right, that's that. Let's get the F out of here. All right, what's this say? In the 15th century, fatherless children often took the name of the village in which they were raised. So, another clue. What's this? All right, we need to get through this little hallway here, but not get spotted by the camera. So I need to check how far does the camera move. No, that's fine. We'll dodge it. Go. And then we chill here for a moment. And then we're going to move that way when we're ready. Go. Oh. That's also great. The fact that you move to a new room and the alarm is shut down. Very convenient. Oh, what? What does the alarm mean? Okay. All right, so here we just have to not let this guy spot us. Who has a stun gun? Somebody does, right? How do you switch? There it is. Robert has a stun gun, and we now need to maneuver behind this cop and take him out. Oh, whoa. Wow. They should have busted us immediately. I think it's a miracle we were not busted. There you go. So that's how you use a frickin' stun gun. You walk up behind somebody, and then they just disappear. It's ridiculous. Video game stuff. All right, Da Vinci is considered the first Renaissance man, being an inventor, artist, scientist, and engineer. To open the door, you must find the cryptex clue, and solve the cryptex puzzle. Press the 0 key, which to activate the cryptex. When solving the cryptex, up and down, scroll the question up and down. 6 moves to the next wheel, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So we have to access the cryptex. How do we do it? What? Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, what I thought was a technical issue was the gameplay thing we just ran into, right? Where I'm trying to access the cryptex, it doesn't work. But that would be because we need to switch to the character who does have, or rather, we need to switch to the cryptex itself. Watch this. There it is. You didn't see it, but I just spent, I don't know how much time trying to, before I realized, like, oh, wait, right, duh. You have to actually have the item in your hand. Okay. So the riddle, again, is the master of arts and sciences was born in the city in 1452. So we're trying to figure out, all right, they're talking about Da Vinci, right? But how do we solve this one? I'm looking back at my walkthrough just to make sure I didn't miss anything. And no, we're good. We're good. I know the answer. All right, so hold on. Did I pick the right one? All right, well, that moves us. Okay, well, there we go. All right. The answer we're looking for is Leonardo da Vinci's home spot, which if you know Italian, you know that Da Vinci also means Leonardo of Vinci. So that's the big clue. And solved. I said solved. Or they want us to back out. Man, these controls, I guess if you're on a phone, you have it all at your disposal, but on a keyboard, it was a little more spread out than I would have liked. Anyway, we solved it. What's left? Another stun gun jerk. Let's get him. All right. Same thing. He is going to have his back turned, and we're going to have to go in and stun him. Eventually. Got him. And we got a bonus life. Very nice. And the van keys. Well, let's roll. I said let's roll? Oh, yeah. All right. We may be holding the secret to the Holy Grail. Dun, dun, dun. We need to take the cryptex to Professor Teabing. His specialty is religious history. There you go. That's probably a longer playtime than it was for you, because like I said, I had to kind of step away for a moment to gather my thoughts here. But anyway, on we go. All right, we have to find Teabing and ask for his help to find the cryptex clue and solve it. We can do that. Oh, here's the weirdo from the beginning. He says Sonny deceived him. He must get the keystone. Sophie thinks she saw a guy in robes. We're being followed. Now there's somebody, a butler, I guess, welcoming him. Well, here we go. His name is Remy. He's welcoming us to the estate. And he asks, what up? Did you hear that? Probably. As that would be from the PC running this thing. All right, he says he needs to see Sir Teabing, and we need to go to the library. Thanks, pal. Anything else to do in here? No, it doesn't look like it. Let's roll. Except we can't. Oh, we're going this way. All right, first room is probably the right spot. There's Teabing. Look, I guess sounding kind of irritated. So we may have found it. And he's like, what? Sonny was killed tonight. We believe the keystone has been passed to us. We need your help to open it. So Teabing checks out that cryptex, I guess. It should indicate the location of the Holy Grail. The chalice. Nope, not the chalice. The Holy Grail is rumored to be a set of secret documents that people are killing for. And but before we get to that, Remy has notified him that there are police on the grounds. We got to bail. Or we got to hide, I guess. We need to head to the lift at the end of the hall, get to the second floor, and we'll meet Remy there. All right, what's this? Some believe the Holy Grail is the cup that Jesus drank from at the Last Supper. So a little bit of historical information for us about what's going on. Not that anyone should take this story as a historical fact, because I think this is all fiction. For anyone who's not clear on the Da Vinci Code, it is all a big old work of fiction. All right, not much in here. Like I said, this game's not very... They don't hide a whole lot. You're just kind of going into a room, and anything that stands out, you pick that thing up and then you leave. There's something else in there. Or is there? Let's make sure. I just don't want to leave before I find something good. Nah, there's nothing there. Let's go. Now we're going up to the second floor. I'm guessing with a key. There it is. All right, the old French expression for the Holy Grail, San Graal, actually is a play on Sang Real, which literally means royal blood in Old French. Interesting. Police. I think these are cops. Do I stun them? Oh, okay. The path to the door is blocked. Try pushing some of those boxes out of the way. All right. The Priory of Sion is sworn to returning the Merovingian dynasty. That is a big old chunk of history that is not discussed in the story, really. Suffice to say, the Priory of Sion is keeping a secret that is of interest to people in power. And so basically the church is trying to keep down the secret. The Priory is, I guess the fact that they know the secret is threatening enough to the church that they're like, we got to take care of that. So that's some of the conflict behind all this. And now we're just solving crate puzzles. Good old-fashioned crate puzzles. All right, push that out of the way. What do we do with this one? I want that one up. How many do I have to go to? There we go, that's enough. We found a bonus life. Oh, wait, I think we're going to go this way. Good enough. All right. Hey, we found another cryptex. This one says, this man has had 12 followers, one of which betrayed him. I wonder who that could be. We'll solve that later. Oh, I got spotted. So we've got cops, and I think this is not a stun situation. I think this is a bail situation, so let's get the F out. There you go. Those cops, they give up quick. Those French cops, anyway. All right, police are everywhere. Find the keys hidden in the garden, then meet me at the coach house. To open this door, you must find the cryptex clue and solve the cryptex puzzle. So we found the cryptex puzzle, and we have the clue, and we have it equipped this time. We're not going to bumble about like fools, or like a fool, as I was. We're just going to open it up. So this man had 12 followers, one of which betrayed him. Gee, I wonder who that could be. That's right, everybody. It's your good friend and mine, Jesus. I could have gone backward to get, anyway. I could have gone, there we go, that's fast. All right, that's it. Solved. So now we just bail, right? There it is. All right, one last cop to deal with. He's going to be patrolling around the perimeter very slowly. And I actually get really paranoid about this one. I think it's really dumb. Like, I think I can just follow behind him and he will not spot us. Because he's a dum-dum. He's trying his best, I guess. All right, now we're going to have to turn upward. But I don't want to run into him. Oh, all right, we have the key. And now we're going to skirt around the edge again to avoid that dude. Or at least avoid his line of sight. Because he's a big, dumb robot. All right, this way, this way, this way. Go! No, go, 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 go. Oh, wait, right. I gotta equip the key, which is very dumb. Who's that? It looks like a very refined lady. Oh, it's the monk. Snooping around the grounds. He might know who is behind the murder. We need to get out of France. We believe the answers are in Britain. And Rich Man here has a plane to get us out of here. Oh, it's the total time played, which, again, if I hadn't wasted time in the previous level, that playtime overall would have been way shorter than this. So I wasted quite a bit of time, but let's move on. All right, we're going to search the church. Search the church. We're going to go there for the cryptex clue and solve it. All right, we need to check out the tombs in the Round. The Round is the oldest portion of the church and was built by the original Templar Knights. Rumor has it there are secret passages below the temple. What are we looking for? I don't know, but there are messages and symbols throughout the church. Maybe the documents are in one of the knights' tombs? Let's go take a gander. All right, so we're going into the church. There's a lot of dead dudes, presumably. Actually, no. I don't think they discuss it here, but it's revealed in the main story that these are not tombs, but effigies. So they're statues of dead people, but there's no dead people inside them. Let's grab this. The 10 knights lay interred here in the round. Look to a corner to lead you to the truth in the ground. Little clue for us. We're looking for something in the corner. Who's this? We don't know. Maybe it's a docent or something. I don't know. But we're kind of making our way through this little spot. Let's go here. What is this? Cryptex. Oh, we found the cryptex. A man of many laws. He studied the heavens. A man of many laws. The laws of somebody. There are some words etched into the wall. It looks like the entrance to the caverns below the church. T-Bing is looking out for us. Good looking out, man. Silas escaped. Don't stay in any one room longer than you need to. Silence will do anything. Silence is after us. Be careful. All right, let's just roll along here. Here we go. Okay, that's good. All right, get the one up. Bonus life. Some of the writing on the tomb is worn off, but I think the inscription says Sir Ian. I don't think this is the knight we're looking for, and we may be in the wrong place. Let's find T-Being. He should be around here somewhere. Oh no! Hey, monk. Hey, monkey. Oh, sorry. That was not intended as a dumb joke. Monk man, let's go! Bail. All right, so this one is it looks scary, right? Fire scary, but really, if you remember the lasers from earlier, you know exactly what to do in here as well. The trick, as before, was to just kind of line yourself up with the obstacle and jump over. Da Vinci is considered one of the foremost contributors to the sciences amongst men like Edison, Newton, and Aristotle. Good to know. And now we got that clue, and we know how to jump over fire. So we're going to move on here. This room. Whoop. That's fine. I had plenty of lives, right? Yeah, I did. I definitely did. I just got to look out for this guy. Go. Oh, he got me again. Uh-oh. This is a new thing to me. I'm not used to being getting captured here. All right, which way are you going? That way? Go. There we go. Oh, some crates to push. Let me think for a moment. Yeah, if I push this one up once, and I go this way. All right. Newton's laws of motion and gravity. Laws of motion and gravity provided a basis for predicting a wide variety of different scientific or engineering situations, especially the motion of celestial bodies. You must find this door. To open the door, you must find the cryptex clue and solve the cryptex puzzle. What is this jerk doing here? Let's solve this. A man of many laws, he studied the heavens. Well, my instinct would have been to punch in the word Newton, but the game does not allow that. So instead, we're gonna get a little familiar with Mr. Newton. Go by his first name. He solved it. Is he stuck? That idiot was stuck there. I didn't even see that. All right. Westminster Abbey is the location of the tomb of Isaac Newton. It isn't far from here. All right, there we go. I want to visit the Westminster Abbey at some point in the future. I think that'd be cool. Search the Abbey for the cryptex clue and solve it. All right, I think we're in the end. Let's go find the tomb. But first we pick up another cryptex. This city is the home to the original origin of the Rose Line. We'll find that soon enough. We got a note. I see we're smart enough to find Newton's tomb. I know who killed Saunier. Meet me in the cavern underneath the Abbey. Uh-oh. somebody knows something. It's probably not good news for us, but let's onward and upward, or onward and downward. Some onward to someplace below a tomb. All right, another hidden door. All right, more scary fire. What are we going for here? I know what to do. Push this crate up. Let's get ourselves lined up here. Jump, jump. Which again, to me, that looks like they just ran right through fire. But okay. Let's go with it. All right, this one, more fire, but there's some crates in the way. So what do we do? Oh, I see. Push, 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 and go through here. Branching path is compelling, but I know which way to go. So we're going to go in this direction first of all. Then we're going to line up a couple of jumps, push that thing out of the way. Then what is this? The blue key. All right. And then we're going to go back up there and down that. I was going to say you can't imagine how long it took me to figure out the fire stuff in my first playthrough, but given how stuck I got in the bank, maybe you can believe that Man, Landon he's taking those L's. Look at that. He's down to 4 lives. It's a good thing I gathered so many bonus lives along the way. All right, jump, jump. This looks weird because this looks to me like I would die if I jumped, but apparently not. Oh, all right, that was an accident. Obviously, I did not intend to walk Langdon into the fire. We're going to jump that way. We're going to go there. Face downward, jump, jump. That's it. All right. Are we still recording? I hope so. Or else I'll have to redo all this. All right. We're in room 5-8. That feels really close to the end. Let's make some space to get through this part right here. And then up. To open this door, you must find the cryptex clue and solve the cryptex puzzle. Do we have it equipped? Yes, we do. All right, this city is home to the origin of the Rose Line. It's a place where we started. In case you were not aware, the story begins in Paris. The Louvre Museum where we started was in Paris. So I have a pretty good feeling about that city, which is another place I need to visit. That's probably one of the more interesting aspects of this game, of these stories, is that they made me want to visit all these places. So I want to go to the Louvre. I want to go to Westminster Abbey. I want to go to Rosslyn Chapel in Scotland. Although that place doesn't even show up in this game, which you'll see in a moment. All right, we solved it. We're the best. And now we're going to go up that way. And now we have some scary fire that's not actually hurting us. Do we need a key? Yeah, we do. The blue key. Here's T being, he asks if we managed to solve the cryptex. And he's got a gun. What's the gun for? I'm sorry to have to do this to you, Langdon. The information that the Grail contains will change the world. That's really bad acting. I'm sure he's more dramatic. If you watch the movie, Ian McKellen does a really good job with that performance. Better than me. So he was behind the murder. T being, no. He didn't pull the trigger, but it was his work that needed to be, or it was work that needed to be done. The secrets need to be released. So he wants to release the secret the Priory of Sion is keeping. So that's why he had everyone killed, including Saunier back in the museum. But now Fash shows up, the French cop. He heard the confession. He has already heard a confession from Silas. So he's got everything he needs. And T-Bing's like, no, hold up. The world needs to know. No, they don't. And hey, we solved the murder. But I mean, there's more to the story, right? Because after this, they go to Scotland and they go to a chapel and there's more stuff. But no, there's not. You can't even continue the game. So that's kind of it. The Da Vinci Code, the quest begins. basically covers most of the story, but leaves off the climactic finale, which is I guess that's a choice you can make as a game developer, but I think it's not a choice I would have made. But I guess I should note, though, they did conclude the story, but in a different game, which we'll get to down the line. For now, though, that's the end of this version of the Da Vinci Code story. We'll be getting into more stuff in a little bit. So yeah, catch the next set of playthroughs because there's more to come.